Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brett, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set that this young star player could be.
Here is Rubio following the basket by Lonzo Ball. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Here's Ayton. Pelicans pull it in. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Booker dishes to Johnson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And no one is catching Ingram in the open floor. This guy is like a rocket.
Johnson, the pass to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Ayton. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Derek Favors. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 10th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Rubio. Saric on the follow.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
And it's Ingram missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Kicks it out to Booker. From the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, a good contest, but if Booker has his eyes on the rim before you get there on the closeout, chances are he's going to score.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And that one's good. Ingram. Suns trail by 7. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. For 3, Booker doesn't go that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
And there's Booker on the assist by Saric. And that's now 7 points for Devin Booker.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Ball dishes to Favors. Out to Ingram. Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. The Suns making a switch here. Carter's checked in. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Carter on the wing. Back to Booker. Lets it go with the three. Ball with the rebound. Here's Hart, and he banks in the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's New Orleans holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Charge is out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Jerome in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Sharch, rebounded by Jackson. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes coast to the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about
the time.
Going into the playoffs, teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Left side, Redick. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to Melly. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jerome passes to Baines, and J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Johnson in for Sharch. Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Here's Jackson, finished off the break. Jackson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Ayton dishes to Johnson. Carter against Redick, tipped away. Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Clock at 6. Jerome, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hayes the pass to Redick. And here is Okafor, defended by Carter. Jackson has the open look, and a miss there on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Carter with the three. Rebounded by Jackson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Redick for three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Ranked for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Here's Ayton. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Hayes with the steal. To the paint. And Hayes throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hart the pass to Redick. There's Jackson with the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Pelicans leading by 20.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Johnson outside. It's not going to go for him. And so it's New Orleans. Close it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They are in blowout territory, leading by 2. And that does it for our halftime show.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And the first one at the line is good. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing,
popcorn, right
and the
next to it.
popcorn,
Hot
what
dog
else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
It's right there.
nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
That's
right?
a big one.
Because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel that way.
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. That shot is off. Good D by Holiday.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. Defensively, just too many baskets in transition. That's been the difference.
Johnson can't hit.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Williamson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And there's the pass to Holiday. Ball against Rubio. 5 on the clock. Williamson kicks to Ball. Here's Favors. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Favors has got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A nice shot by Booker.
Just a great job of Booker, able to understand the timing and the quick trigger that time.
To the middle. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And stolen by Favors. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running. And the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Dario Saric subbed in for Johnson. A nice shot by Melli. Melli's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Saric grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Bridges dishes to Baines. Booker, with no one around, gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Suns. Ball, the pass to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Melli. The tray. Phoenix grabs the miss. Saric has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bridges kicks to Booker. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Huge night for Booker and reminiscent maybe of the night in Boston, Kevin, maybe.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
He gets it in there.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Back to Ball. The 3. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Ball. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Rubio against Ball. Ingram with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Suns, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
The Suns making a switch here. Carter's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Okafor's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Hart, that's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Holiday against Carter. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Booker. Okafor grabs the miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Outside for Redick. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Redick's got his 3rd basket of the night.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Here's Melli. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Pelicans ahead, delivering the blowout. 2K Sports, back to... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. You've got Diallo. He's out there with Kaminsky. And it's Okobo in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
All the officials are all over that one.
There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
Well, no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise that could be something that goes away soon.
So it's the Pelicans now. And Moore kicks to Okafor. Three-pointer. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Down low. Here's Kaminsky. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jahlil Okafor. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
For 3, Booker. Okafor grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Moore finds Okafor. Lets the 3 fly. And E'Twaun Moore with the 3.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Rebound by the Suns. Here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Johnson.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ingram, he's checked in for Frank Jackson. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Johnson, a wide open look, sinks the triple.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not two. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
All free throws good from Bridges. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to. So sign me up
with
for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for J.J. Redick.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Ingram with it, working on Payne, just 5 on the clock. Kick out to Moore from deep three-point range, but they'll get another chance. Here's Hayes. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean,
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
table with next gen.
Obviously, the 2K community wants to know more about 2K21, so we wanted to invite one member of the 2K community on the show today.
Welcome, Agent 00.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just to... Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Grizzlies. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, a couple spots below.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4, with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at small forward. There's Morant. Derek Favors making his last shot. Ingram with the steal. Offensive rebound. Ball with the bucket.
A great rebounder in his position. Ball's high energy is what allows him to keep possessions going.
It's tipped. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Now here's Morant. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Pass to Williamson. The feed to Favors. And the rejection by Jackson. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And another turnover here by Memphis.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Ingram with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Now here's Anderson. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Here's Ball. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Jackson misses.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Williamson kicks the ball. Drains the 19-footer. Ball's got his second bucket.
And Zoe is feeling it, no question. He only takes these kind of shots when he's in the zone.
Pass to Morant. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Brooks with no one around. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Out to Ingram. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, you know, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality. A hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Back to Holiday. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the pass to Clark. 14 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3, taken away by Holiday. Here's Williamson. Banked in off the glass.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Now Morant. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Over Favors. Valanciunas, good.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? When he's got this positioning, he's determined to score.
To the left wing. The 10-footer. Hart, no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Here's Holiday. Can't connect from 14 feet out. It's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated, seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. And it's Hayes in at the 5. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Memphis trailing here. Well, he came into the league out of Duke, already a great shooter and a great scorer. But J.J. Redick has made himself into a quality all-around player.
Yeah, he's never going to be an all-defensive selection. I mean, get that straight. But he does put in work, and he puts enough work in to hold his own at that end of the floor.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Hart. Grizzlies making the shot. Jackson dishes to Hayes. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Pelicans with possession here. Here's Melly, guarded by Jackson. And the wide open shot from Redick. A shot off that time. And Memphis the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And that one's good. Morant.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Jackson passes to Redick. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Hayes. And the Pelicans miss again.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these will be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
The great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Hayes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The shot's good. So it's the Grizzlies now. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. And that one's good. Morant.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Pass to Melly. Morant with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, you see the explosiveness there, the fluidity. Morant's unbelievable.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Grayson Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Ingram. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Not settling. Ingram uses his size and athleticism getting to the paint.
Pass to Chang. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Clark, covered by Okafor. 5 to shoot. On deep. No good from Clark.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers. Here's Ball. Off target at the rim. Memphis leading by 5. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Even right at the rim. I mean, that's a tough shot for him. The D has him blanketed.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And it goes down 2 points. Clark's got 5 points in the quarter.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Here's Clark. 8 points for him. Second chance shot. Allen inside the three-point line. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves. That's all for now. Say good.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year college, but boy, did he blow up.
And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
But they recover it. Out to Brooks. Left side Jackson. And here's Morant. He's got 15. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together. That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Grant unable to get that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Memphis trailing here. Jackson comes over with the double. Morant passes to Brooks. 3-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. Morant with a wide open look. And it's Melly with the rebound.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
On the corner. Grizzlies with the rebound. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Brooks leading the charge, and Jackson throws it down hard.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Here's Redick, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Redick's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Yep, it counts. And that's 17 points for John Morant.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
To the inside. And Favors kicks to Hart. They get the rebound. And there's Favors putting it right back in. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Grant. That one, no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Okafor's checked in for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Jackson. Both good from the line that time.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Here's Clark. 8 points for him. Jang high post. Over Okafor. An easy 2 points on the layup.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
The pass to Melly. Doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Passes it to Clark. Redick against Allen. Over Redick. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Allen.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Now here's Hayes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Shoots inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the size and skill set of ball is unique, which is why defenders have a hard time guarding.
Some changes for New Orleans. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Kicks it to Jang. For the tie. That shot off. Good D by Holiday. Stolen by Allen. Here's Clark. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to miss many of those.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Zion at the 4, with Okafor at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. To the paint, here's Ball. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Here's Melton. He's covered by Ball. It's Allen on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Melton. The three-pointer, no good. Pelicans leading by 5. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, we talk about the big vertical with Williamson, but what about the hang time?
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, Greg, this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that's going to be a travel. So both teams making some changes here. Ball with it. From deep three-point range. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. And the rejection by Favors. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Off target with the open look. Morant dishes to Brooks. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Morant.
This is what the coach likes seeing from Brooks. I mean, making an effort to improve his passing.
To the wing right side. Feeds to Favors. Ingram wide open. And the Pelicans miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morant passes to Anderson. Memphis moving it around. And it's Clark with the finish.
And the first thing I thought of, confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And that one's good. Ingram.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 4 points at the basket from Morant.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Ball kicks to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Good on both. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
And the rejection by Jackson.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
No, yeah, I agree with you, GA, but I've seen crazy things happen.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's New Orleans by himself, and the dunk by Williamson.
Finishing in transition. It's the best part of Williamson's offense right now.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. 9-point game. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. A 3-ball. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Unloads. Drops one in from the wing. And now it's an 11-point Pelican lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put the...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
absolutely.
So you're representing the 2K community right now. If there's anything you could ask Mike, what would it be?
It's all gonna be things he can't say, like when's it dropping, like.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We welcome you to Nache and a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection's been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. And for the Spurs, we've got White. Jakob Poeltl out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the small forward.
Well, you know he's a former 3rd overall pick out of Georgia Tech. Favors has made steady improvement. Productive at the 4 and the 5 spot.
Holiday, the pass to Williamson. And good that time. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively, put the defense back on his heels.
Ball against White. Out left to the wing. Here's Favors. Nails the baby hook.
That's where majority of Favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
White against Holiday. And White kicks to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ball no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And DeRozan throws it down.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
The pass to Murray. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Takes it off the glass. Murray's got his second basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside White. Walker taking his time here. Murray left side. Poeltl the pass to Walker. 4 on the clock. And finished off by DeRozan.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Here's Murray. Derek Favors making his last shot. Outside, White takes a 3. That's tipped out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders for the last 10 games. Gosh, can these guys throw the ball around the court? Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Second, Drew Holiday. Fourth, Lonzo Ball.
It's made the fans of both those guys, I think, extremely happy, seeing the way they've been passing and sharing the ball.
And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. No good from Gay.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. Jackson, who's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Redick. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
2 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Redick. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And, of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And, yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. And, again, no good by New Orleans. The 3 from Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Hart. Hayes with it. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Jackson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. Here's Mills. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gay passes to Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For New Orleans, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And the Pelicans making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Forbes the pass to Gay. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
So at the end of one quarter of... We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Rudy Gay is out there with Zeller, and it's Mills. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And that one is good.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And Mills kicks to Gay. Back to Mills. Over Jackson. Mills can't hit.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Poked loose. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The shot's good from Forbes.
This is an area Forbes has worked on. Makes it trickier to close out on him when you know he can put it on the deck.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there's some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
DeRozan in the corner. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And then jammed down as he goes right over Zion Williamson.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Williamson with it. He's against Gay. Williamson kicks to Ingram. It's stolen by DeRozan. Okafor against Pirtle. Murray outside. Back to Pirtle. Passes it to DeRozan. Shoots over Ingram. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Pirtle's got his first basket of the night.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's White. He shoots again. Pirtle's shot is off.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
Here's Gay. And he banks in the layup. Gay's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Great anticipation by Rudy Gay. That's a veteran move by a guy who knows how to create scoring opportunities.
Gay with the block, and they get it back. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And San Antonio shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Ball against Gay. Pass to Okafor. Over Pirtle. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there. In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Gay with it. Now defended by Williamson. And the three ball is good. Murray's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside DeRozan. Releases. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Murray penetrating. No good with the layup. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Hayes. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1. Favors and Pirtle sends it back. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And so it's New Orleans with it, trailing by 5. 3 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And the Spurs with possession. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Favors attacking. Goes back up. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Favors has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans. Pirtle kicks to Walker. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Perk. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. The Pelicans also changing it up. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Stolen by Jackson. Right side Favors. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Favors.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your 5-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
Jackson down low, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Mills passes to Forbes. On the wing, Bellinelli buries it from three-point range. Bellinelli's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
It's stolen by DeRozan. The pass to Mills. Here's the 3. DeRozan. Pelicans pull it in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Favors. DeRozan with the rebound.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Bellinelli finds Mills. And a miss there on the triple. The Pelicans have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Jackson gets it to go.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
San Antonio's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Back to DeRozan. Pass to Mills. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Spurs lead by 1.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Here's Hart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. New Orleans also making some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Mills. Misses off the left iron. Outside for Redick. Puts up a 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mills dishes to DeRozan. Five on the clock. Passes it to Pirtle. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. But they get it back. Count it. And now a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Really nice work. Hurdle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Now here is Holiday, covered by Mills. Holiday, the pass to Hart. It's stolen by DeRozan.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
And Holiday kicks to Hayes. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And here's Mills for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Pirtle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And that one, good.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
And it's Williamson missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Murray kicks to Walker. Pass to White. The feed now to Pirtle. Outside for Murray. There's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New Orleans will come the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. There's Walker with the 3.
And really, Ingram is as complete a player as they come. Not only awesome on offense, but just spectacular on D as well.
To the wing on the left. Here's Ball. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Walker's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. There's the pass to Pirtle. Murray left side. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One of the better defenders in the league. Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Left side, Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
And again, no good by New Orleans. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Walker finds Pirtle. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
And it's Ingram missing. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Ingram with the steal. Williamson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Bull's got 4 points this quarter.
And he is proving to be a gamer. You got to expect Ball to look to score in these critical stretches of the game.
San Antonio again turning it over.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how the error will ultimately play out.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. Basket good. White's got his first bucket in this one.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
And finished off by DeRozan.
And you could tell DeMar DeRozan wanted that one. Big time shot maker. Give him the rock.
Now here's Williamson. Tight defense on him. And again, New Orleans has no up.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
DeRozan with it. Now defended by Williamson. The Pelicans trail. Over Murray. Rebound by Murray. One-on-one fast break. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
I mean, a terrific free throw shooter, DeRozan, really pushes the action, looking to score and or get fouled.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Pass to Williamson. And here's Favors. Shot clock at 5. Williamson kicks to Ingram. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Over Gay. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Zeller passes to Mills. Outside, Walker. Kicks it to Gay. He dishes it to Mills. And right on target. Good. Mills has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
From deep. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
What's been your focus going into the year?
How can we make the game fun? And I know that sounds kind of dumb, but a lot of times from the dev standpoint, we're like, how can we make the game more realistic, or how can we make it look more like what we see on TV? And sometimes those things aren't equal, right? Sometimes a really fun game is not necessarily the most realistic game. So we went
Let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sharch.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New Orleans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spot. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
The putback, rebound by the Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now, here's Rubio. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ball kicks to Holiday. Goes up on the wing. Williamson. It's good on the putback.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Pulls up on the wing. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Williamson. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Booker. From deep 3-point range. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Cans the shot from the wing. Booker's got 5.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Favors dishes to Holiday. Back to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Boys, what's the best combination of inside-outside basketball you see offensively now?
Well, 2 guys really come to mind immediately for me. It's Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis, because both men can face up and knock down shots in a legitimate enough fashion that you've got to get out and contest those guys. But the other side of this is they can play in the post and be a legitimate back-to-the-basket force who you've got to guard with more than one guy. I mean, how exciting, Kevin, are Joel and AD to watch play?
They're thrilling. I would agree. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. And the Suns also making a change. Sharch checked in for Johnson. Pelicans leading by 5. Favors attacking.
Let's remember that Derek Favors is well over 250 pounds. This guy is a problem for the defense.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
Redick against Carter. For 3, Bridges. That shot off the mark. And New Orleans will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Well, a chance to check out Mikal Bridges here. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Here's Hart, defended by Bridges. Passes to Melly. He kicks it to Reddick. Hayes with it. Baines is there. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the Suns miss again. And here's Reddick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Jackson has the open look. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Hayes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Jackson passes to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hayes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hayes has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Beyond the arc. No good there. And so it's New Orleans in control with the 9-point lead to it. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
You've got Hayes. J.J. Reddick is out there with Jackson. Then there's Okafor, and it's Hart in its small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And it's Carter missing. Pelicans leading by 12.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Here's Saric after J.J. Reddick's bucket. They get it back. Here's Baines. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last Doris in 3-point. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
Ball with it, guarded now by Rubio. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Pass the ball. Now here's Okafor. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ingram. It's tipped.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Another shot. A putback. Goes up again. Kaminsky misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Ingram attacking.
The instincts of Ingram, just seeing a lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Ayton inside. Covered by Okafor. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And here's Booker from the arc. Ball with the rebound.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Kaminsky kicks to Booker. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
It's tipped. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Favors is checked in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Kaminsky misses. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round one.
Absolutely. Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. Here's Melly. It's deflected. Bridges against Ingram. Back to Bridges. Shoots over Ingram. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Ayton's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Ball kicks to Holiday. And the pass to Melly. Over Kaminsky. Rebound by the Suns. Kaminsky's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Bridges. Here's Booker. And it's Melly with the rebound.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Holiday with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got 9.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's so much that Rubio gives you. The last thing that has to come to me is the range shooting.
For Phoenix, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. And for the Suns, Sharch checked in for Frank Kaminsky. And it's Carter in for Devin Booker. Sharch looking around. They get it back.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 11-point cushion.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 11. Shaq, how do you think New Orleans play? And that'll about...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Booker, he Hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific, but they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Favors. And here comes the break, pushing it up. Here's Williamson. Bucket is good. And now an 11-point Pelican lead.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 17 points was their biggest margin.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Knocked away and stolen by Booker. And here is Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ayton inside. Working on Favors. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Booker the pass to Jerome. Kicks it to Bridges. It's good from long range. Bridges has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And for the Suns, Sharch comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Booker. Redick against Carter. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Jerome. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. Mikal Bridges is second.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
You know, that's a defensive combination you're sort of always looking for in wing players. Strong on the ground, strong in the air. There is no safe ground when one of them is on patrol.
Baines with the block, and the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. And the Suns call time here. We talk about bangers in the NBA, Doris, the Australian. Aaron Baines, rugged as they come.
Kev, he is the very definition of an energy guy. This man is a great defender. You get blindsided by one of his picks, you are going to feel it the next day.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Suns trail by 13. Baines passes to Bridges, and the layup is good. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. Here's Hart, defended by Bridges.
Hart kicks to Hayes. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 4. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Frank Jackson. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Holiday against Carter. He dishes it to Baines. Pass to Booker. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes.
One made 3 form for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
They get it back. Hart, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Here's Melly, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 11. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the fight. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Suns. Here's Saric. Here's Kaminsky. It's deflected. They get it back. Tries yet again. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And here's Booker from the arc. The dive for the ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Johnson, he's checked in for Carter. Pelicans leading by 9. Holiday, the pass to Hayes. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded by Kaminsky. And the dunk by Williamson.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Rubio with a wide open look, but they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
That one a little long. Suns trail by 9. On baseline, Jay. No good on that one.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
To the middle. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And here's Booker from the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it. Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Now here's Hayes. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Holiday dishes to Hayes. Over Johnson. Hangs. Johnson with the block. Here's Booker. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
And Hayes kicks to Holiday. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
attack mode and get to the line.
And the first one drops. Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Ball comes in for Drew Holiday. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Bridges comes in for Charlotte. Ball with it. Inside, Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And at 6'9", Ingram is constantly on the prowl for these dunks. An incredible athlete who just finishes with ease near the hoop. And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
New Orleans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Favors brings the double. Booker outside. On deep. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the pass to Ball. He feeds it to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Boy, Kev, what incredible penetration from your power forward. Love to watch Derek Favors attack when he sees that open lane.
And Ayton stays with it.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Ingram passes to Favors. Phoenix grabs the miss. Pass to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. 13 points for Devin Booker.
Now, already you see it. Booker adding the strength to take the contact and win out.
Now here's Williamson. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
It's Redick on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Pelican lead.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So both teams changing it up here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Carter, and it's blocked.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way. I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Jackson passes to Moore. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
But they'll get another chance.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
look at it as a fan of the game, I'm like, man, I'm blown away by what that team has accomplished too. So it just looks incredible. It's like the lighting looks crazy, the details and the texture of the skin, everything just looks so lifelike.
That's awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, you get me excited.
So, Agent, you've been really vocal.
The Mississippi River and the skyline of... We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. As you look at Memphis, they're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And checking out New Orleans, they're down there in the 10th spot.
And for the Grizzlies, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Clark in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. Favors passes to Williamson. Lays it up off the glass. Williamson's got his second basket of the game. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
To the inside, and stolen by Williamson. Favors in the post. Basket counts. Favors got his second bucket of the night.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Favors. Over to the left wing. Now the pass to Ball. Favors with the ball. Over Brooks. And the rejection by Jackson. A second chance effort. Favors. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Down low and stolen by Favors.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. To the paint. And it's denied. And stolen by Williamson. Ingram outside. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson with it. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Now here's Ingram. Following the miss by John Morant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pass to Clark. To halt the run. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts.
being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Clark. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Here's Redick. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Redick against Allen. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Checking in for your Pelicans.
There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. They could use a bucket. Some solid defense there from Jackson. He got it up. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson, and it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Hayes with the steal.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah. This kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Passes it to Morant. Here's Watanabe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Valanciunas, and he's on the money with his first shot today. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
Yeah, that wouldn't put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, This could turn into a parade at the free throw line. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 9, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Then for the Grizzlies, Gorgie Dang comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
The drive by Brooks. He can't get that one, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
Okafor finds Holiday. Offline with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Melton passes to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Brooks.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And there's the feed to Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got his first points in this one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's good for 2.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
The pass to Favors. Anderson with the block. And he gets it back. And Favors kicks to Okafor. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Brooks. Williamson, the pass to Ball. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Allen. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Pass to Melly. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kicks to Anderson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Melly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Allen drives in, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And that one falls for Allen. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 9 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Hart. Here's Redick. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pelicans lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle. A tremendous start for Zion Williamson. He had 10 points, 2 steals. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Valanciunas against Ball. Out to Ingram with the shot. It's Clark with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking of Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that, and that's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Reddick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
that I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league is shooting off the catch.
Holiday dishes the ball. Over Morant. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
With the putback, and Holiday is right there. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Got that one up quick.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
And Holiday has it in the corner. And he could not get that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And Hayes throws it down.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Memphis leading by 3. 1:46 left to play here in the third. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Hayes, and the rejection by Jang. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Morant kicks to Anderson. Allen passes to Morant. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
It's Redick on the wing. Back to Hart. Outside, Redick. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And another basket for Memphis.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Pelicans trail by 7. There's the double team with Allen. Redick with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Hart. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Melly, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Drew Holiday is checked in for Jackson. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Jang. And it's D'Anthony Melton in for Morant. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Passes it to Hart from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Anderson with the block. Here's Melton. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Melly in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. The rebound by Holiday. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Redick, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Redick's got his first basket.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money, ATM time.
Here's Anderson, and Okafor with the block. And here we go. Here's Hart. Makes it off the glass. Hart's got his first bucket of the night.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
To the middle, Okafor with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ingram. Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. He kicks it to Morant. That's the 3 fly. But they get it back. Jackson finds Valanciunas. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. Over Jackson. And it's Williamson missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
That's It's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Brooks, the pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Clark.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Here's Morant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Holiday dishes to Favors. Williamson kicks the ball. Ingram right side. Over in the corner, Williamson launches a 3. Here's Favors. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Yeah, good job to take it right at the rim.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Holiday against Brooks. Now here is Holiday. Defense right on him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with. Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Here's Morant. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. Feeds to Ingram. Morant with the steal. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on comeback.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now Morant. The pass to Clark. And here's Valanciunas.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. So it's Memphis picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.
benefits to this team, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Mike, now this is your chance to ask Agent a question, maybe about gameplay or 2K20 or 2K21. What's on your mind, Mike?
This idea of esports. I know a lot of people complain about dice rolls and missing full whites. Like, do you think that's something we need to go like to the extreme with? What I'm scared of, I guess, is like we make Team Pro Amp or something, make it so that.
The city of New Orleans really a sight to see. And here's a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray is out there at White. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center, filling out the middle. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs. Right. So, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team. They're the fourth seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Now here is Holiday. And Pirtle sends it back. White looking around to the right side. There's Walker with the three. And the Pelicans with the possession. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. In the corner, it's Ingram. Over Walker. And it's Ingram missing. Last outing for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Kings. And the basket by DeRozan.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Rejected by Walker. In transition, here come the Spurs. Murray with the ball.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Favors. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. Williamson dishes to Ingram. The turnaround jumper, counting.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
They get the rebound. Pass to White. Lets it go with a three. Walker, great positioning on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Jackson misses.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Mills. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And Forbes kicks to Mills. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
In New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. Pelicans trail by 7. The baseline J. Hart, that's good. San Antonio's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And Forbes kicks to Mills for the three. Rebounded by Hart. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Jackson down low. Bellinelli is covering. Jackson gets the bucket.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's good on the putback.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Down low, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Pelicans foul call. That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Pelicans.
The pass to Mills. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range.
The dangerous in the catch and shoot. When Mills sets his feet, has great balance, he's tough to stop.
Here's Okafor, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about
the people ashamed to talk.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Bellinelli. Mills out there with Zeller, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. To the paint, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket for Okafor.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Mills. 6 points for him. Back to Forbes. 6 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Mills can't hit.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Now here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And they pick up 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's Gay with the drive, and the shot is good. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
The shot's good from Forbes.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Redick. Defense is right there. Again, the Pelicans score.
And J.J. showing off a little bit of the in-between game. Redick exploiting the gaps in the defense on that possession.
Snatched away. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Hart. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Passes it to Zeller. Pass to Mills. It's Gay on the way. Back to Mills. 4 on the shot clock. The Spurs rebound. Pass to Bellinelli. Here's Mills from deep three-point range, and it's Melly with the rebound.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Hart, no good. That would have tied it.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, They'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Okafor. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Holiday focus there, and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. The Pelicans have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. DeRozan passes to Murray. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ingram's running. Kept alive. Williamson. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure in that one. Didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Well, it was, because they got to play a lot of the second half against the second unit. The guys that ordinarily would have been out there were stuck on the bench with all those fouls.
Spurs trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good, and the assist goes to Murray. That's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Inside, here's Williamson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that.
And a close game so far to the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you, after the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They hold a 4-point. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Spurs trail by 4.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Murray, good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And there's the pass to Williamson. Banked in off the glass. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
The wide open look here for Holiday. He goes up again, and it's Williamson missing. Spurs trail by 3. In the corner, Murray with it. With a tie. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Pirtle's got his first basket of the night.
And Pirtle has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the board.
DeRozan passes to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pirtle kicks to Walker. Murray outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And they take the lead. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he can take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a handle.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's that he has an idea of, after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
Hayes down low. Hurdles there. Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Gay. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
To the inside, Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
Here's DeRozan. That one wide left.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look. I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
The three from Mills. That shot misses. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's foul number 2 for him. Okafor's checked in for Williamson. Ball dishes to Okafor. That one misses. Some solid defense from Gay. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He feeds it to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Passes to Okafor. Inside to the middle. Redick passes to Hayes. Shoots over Poeltl. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Hayes.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And here's Mills from the arc. It's off.
Love the fact that Ball can use his lift to annoy.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Spurs lead by 1. On New Orleans, back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. We've got Derek White, Jakob Poeltl up there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. Feeds it to Gay. Pelicans pull it in. Now here's Redick. And Holiday kicks to Favors. Redick passes to Hayes. Over Gay to take the lead. Hayes, no good. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 1. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
In transition, here come the Spurs. White running, and White slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Ball. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Gay dishes to Murray. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. Pass to White. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's DeRozan missing.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Spurs leading by 5. Over in the corner, White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Favors. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Favors has got his first points in this one. San Antonio calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Ingram in for J.J. Redick. Spurs also with the sub. Walker's checked in. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Clock at 6. Ingram wide open, and right through it goes. San Antonio leading by 7. Walker in the corner. Here's the 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot by Holiday, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. For 3, Murray, and the 3 ball is good. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Ball against Murray. Now here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Just 3 to shoot. To the paint. Pirtle with the steal.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for San Antonio.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeMar DeRozan.
So sharp on the passing tonight. Guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Favors has got it back down to within single digits for the Pelicans. White against Holiday. Right side DeRozan. Walker in the corner. Back to DeRozan. pass to Murray. Stolen by Ball. 3-on-3. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Murray. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.